You're watching Sinistermoon's Retro Reviews, and I'm a snake. I'm a sorry little snake.
Hey everybody, so today we're going to talk about the Toxic Avenger and the Toxic Crusaders, or at least the Toxie action figures. So this is the Toxie action figure from 1991, made by Playmates, the same people that made Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toys. So if you don't know, Toxic Avenger was a horror movie in the 80s made by Troma. And, it wasn't like super duper huge, but it had a very big cult following. So much so that they ended up making a cartoon show somewhat based off of it. And that's why we have this. This is the only Toxic Crusader that I have. I really only just wanted Toxie. As far as I know, he's complete. He has his shield and he has his mop. Mop spins around. I think his eyeball comes out as well, but I've never taken it out. But yeah, he's awesome. Love it. However, it is just the Toxic Crusaders. It's not the Toxic Avenger. But we got this. Now this guy just came out. He was re-released, as far as I know, recently. I found him at Walmart, and I couldn't resist buying him. Like, I had to have this. And then it turned into one of those things like, shoot, like, that's a really cool box. Do I want to just leave it boxed and just leave it as a collector's item, or do I want to unbox it? Well, I think my answer is that I want to unbox it. So let's open her up. That came open pretty easily. Yeah. There's his mop, which appears to be taped in. This thing isn't exactly cheap. I forget what I paid for it. 15, 20 bucks, something like that. Okay, well, his mop is kind of pathetic. I think it could have been a little bit better than that, but alright. And here's Toxie. Alright. Huh. Yeah, there's a lot of movement here. Like, you can move his elbows, you can move his hands, you can move it in like that. Look at that. That's pretty cool. So he's very poseable. And it looks like his feet move just up and down or back and forth, and then his knees bend, and he can do the twist, and his head moves. Cool. Let's give him his little mop here. I don't know if it's even gonna go in his hand. Maybe he'll like holding it in this hand better. There he goes. Alright. So do I think that you should buy this figure? I can't really say that I do. I think it's kind of cheap, and I think the sculpt is a little weird. Like, that doesn't really look like the Toxic Avenger enough. At least his body doesn't. Like, he's buff, he's big, but it just doesn't look right. I mean, look at his head. His head is like so much bigger than the rest of his body, and like, I don't know, man. I think it looked cooler in the package. I think I was just impressed to see something Toxic Avenger at Walmart. I gotta say, I like the sculpt of the Toxic Crusaders Toxie way more. Like, his head just seems more proportionate to the rest of his body, and his body is big and buff like it should be. He may be wearing the correct clothes from the movie and this one, but it just doesn't feel as legit as this one. This one feels like it was made by a real reputable company, but this one feels like it was made by Chinese slave labor. I don't know, maybe this one was too, but it's at least more hefty, whereas this one just feels kind of light and kind of like something that you probably should have just left in the package. My toxic friends here decided that they would like to watch a movie. Toxic Avengers on Laserdisc, which automatically looks better, because Laserdiscs are made out of lasers. Now that's something I suggest that you buy. The Toxic Avenger on Laserdisc.
Hey, this is Tommy Chong, and you've been watching Sinistermoon's Retro Reviews. It's far out, man, and remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Sinistermoon's Retro Reviews.